So how do you get to this point? Let's rewind. What's up everybody, back with another Magnum Quest video, and in this one it's entirely focused on the Under Palace speed. You want to go for those leaderboard rankings? I certainly do. Let's get it. Alright, so what I decided to do is make this like a full screen so you can see everything. Here we go. We're going to open up the Under Palace. Hopefully nothing crashes, nothing lags. The reason why I'm really excited about this one is because it's minus physical damage. There's no minus magic damage. So if you have a maxed out shale, you're going to be laughing when you get to that final boss. So we're opening up challenge here. We're going to just close all this stuff right here. So we're going to reset this. We're going to go on challenging because this gives you the most possible rewards. Now, if you did check out that Google document, you're going to notice that it has map layouts. I'm going to bring this up right now on my screen. Personally, for me, I really don't care so much about what maze level layouts I get. Only up until maze level 4 is where I really start to pay attention, because there are some like risky NPCs you can go for, and you can also get the box puzzle portal, which is going to give you, I believe, 12 seconds added to your hourglass of battle time, which is very handy if you're speed running. And also, I did say speed running and speed farming. There is a difference. So speed farming is you're trying to use the most optimal setup you can use to get to the 4th maze level boss, which is going to be Sir or Kados, and see if you're going to get those 30 chest of lights, which is on challenging mode, because that is what I consider this game mode's best reward. You're not really caring so much about NPCs, you're not really caring so much about maze layouts, you're simply just trying to get to that 4th maze level boss. Speed running is a little bit different because you are hoping to get lucky with NPCs, you're hoping to get lucky with the box puzzle portals, you're hoping to get Kados, not Sir. There's a lot of factors you have to consider when you're speed running, which is when you're trying to get the leaderboard time, which is going to be 6 minutes or better. That is what I'm going to be doing right now. So for the most part, you're going to be battle skipping everything. You're probably going to be ignoring most of the NPCs. For this one, I'm just going to go through battle skip, and you can see here for the calamity level, I also mentioned this in my Under Palace video. I kind of just touched on it briefly. I said enemy attack, then crit rate. This varies. It can, like, as you can see here, I'm getting enemy crit damage output is increased. Sometimes you can get full minus magic damage taken and given from the enemy. Sometimes you can get physical, sometimes you can get a hybrid, sometimes you can get magical and physical. So just pay attention to your calamity level, because this will determine your final setup for the maze level 5 boss, which is fair. So right now, if you're looking at the Google document, let me bring it up right now. This is going to be maze layout number 3, and it's going to be the puzzle portal is going to be the memory barrel. But like I said, I don't really care so much for 1, 2, 3. It's mostly just the 4th map layout that I'm looking for. So we're just going to be skipping. So now one thing I want to mention is I don't always go for the puzzle portal on the first map layout. So for this one, I'll bring it up on the Google Docs just so you can see. You can see right here, there's a clear path right to the puzzle portal. There's no extra battles that I need to skip. It's just 2 NPCs. So this means I'm not going to gain any extra calamity unless I get an unfortunate NPC. Now for speedrunning, you do have to risk it for the biscuit. You got to go for the NPCs because you really are looking for Osishi and Dracula. So I'm actually going to go up here for the first NPC and see what we get. I'm hoping for Osishi because you can get her on the first maze level. It's very rare, but I have gotten her a few times. So unfortunately, we didn't get her. I'm not even going to bother doing the puzzle portal because it's just a waste of time. It's just giving you gold, and like I said, I don't need gold. Now, Gus, for this boss, you're going to have a couple of variations. Obviously, you're not going to want to see enemies like Alden or Vieira because they have revivals. And when you do the first fight, you're not going to have any energy right off the bat. So we're going to see what we can do here. Now, if I open up my presets here based off the Google Doc, now this is my main team that I run. Now, I'm always trying to position my Sir opposite whatever enemy I want to defeat. So say Ione is right here. I want to place my Sir over here so that her initial Dragon Breath at the beginning actually hits her. But here I want to get rid of Alden as fast as I can. So this is the typical card setup that I run. The defense one is not really that important, but the attack card I run Durla because obviously I want to get more magic damage for my Winden, Sir, and Ekra. Then I run the haste one so my heroes can cycle through their skills faster. So how this is going to play out is I want my Ekra to target the Alden, I want my Sir to target the Alden, and I want to get that Alden almost instantly defeated. He's going to be the main issue. Now based off the Google Doc, there is a substitute that I run sometimes, and that's Flan right here. One of the reasons is because I want to charge her up and get her to her ultimate. So if there's an Ares, I can just use her ultimate to instantly get rid of his, and then it's not going to slow me down. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hope I see the Mystic Fox, or I'm going to have to put her in after this fight and then slowly build her energy up. The reason why I do use Amelia is because I like to risk it for speed running, and this setup consistently gives me a better Gus clear time. So we're going to run this through and see what happens here. Hopefully there's no lag or anything. So what we're going to actually do here is I'm going to actually turn off all my heroes' ultimates, and then I'm just going to manual Windens. Windens is the only ultimate I need to wave clear. So hold on, we're just going to continue, and then I'm going to turn off everyone's ultimate. I'm glad that I didn't win that fight. Okay, and now we're going to see how this goes. We're going to increase the speed. So as you can see here, Ekra isn't targeting Alden. She's targeting Carlotta, Marielith, and then Gus. We want her to target Alden and get rid of him as fast as possible. What you're looking for is to have him instantly defeated before he can actually revive. So we're going to retry this once more and see what happens. So as you can see right here, it didn't happen again. Unfortunately, this is the process with speedrunning. You have a lot of RNG and you do need to retry fights numerous times. Okay, so ideally what I want to look for on the first boss is between 3 and 6 seconds. So as you can see here, right now we're clocking in at 5 seconds, but just remember, whatever that timer says up there, so right now it says 1 minute and 25, actually subtract 1 second. This is actually going to register as 4 seconds when you finish the battle. So right here, I finished the battle in 5 seconds, but you're going to see I only get 4 seconds knocked off my hourglass of battle time. So as you can see right here, now I'm at 5 minutes and 56 seconds. For me, I think that's okay. Between 3 to 6 seconds is my goal. So for the first equipment chest, I actually take increased critical damage by 50% for intelligence heroes. This is going to boost my Windens damage, my Sir's damage, and my Ekra's damage. I suppose you can take this one for increasing critical hit rate for agility heroes. If you have a Shale and you're going to be using her on the final boss, and she doesn't have the best stats, like obviously you want to go for 100% crit rate. But I still think that this option right here for the intelligence heroes damage increase is the best one. All right, so now we're going to go on to maze level 2. So I've already memorized where the puzzle portal and the boss portal are, but I still haven't fully memorized what kind of puzzle portal it's going to be. So for this puzzle, it looks like it's going to be the memory barrel, and that one's kind of meh. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, there is a black hole in every maze level 2 layout. You can't avoid it. If you do click it and you go through it and you actually get the -5 seconds, I would just reset if you're speedrunning. We're going to see what we get here. So if you do go around it, you're also going to lose 5 seconds. So you do actually have to click enter the black hole. And we were actually really lucky nothing happened. Even if I got debuffs like attack or def, it's not really a big issue. So we're going to be skipping. Every single enemy fight you're going to skip when you're speed running or speed farming. Okay, so we got Osishi. Now the 2 NPCs, like I said, you want to see are Osishi and Dracula. These are the best ones by far. The ones that you don't want to see are Cyan and Flan. The reason is because you're going to fight them and then you're going to drop your Calamity, but you run the risk of seeing enemy setups like maybe Sorsha, Vieira, Alden, stuff like that. That can actually ruin your overall time. So those are the NPCs you don't want to see a lot of. So obviously we're speed running, so we're going to try me and we're going to get 5 seconds. It does increase your calamity level, but when you're speed running, you're not really looking for calamity level. You're going for the best possible time before entering maze level 5 to see that final boss. And we did get Cyan, which is very unfortunate, but it is early on, and I can't remember if my Windens full energy or not. We're gonna see right now. So my Winden is full energy, which is good. So I'm going to be able to one-shot this wave. Now, the problem with this I found is I actually have to remove heroes because my heroes do so much damage right now, like my Amelia, my Phi, my Ekra, Sir, all those heroes right there. They can actually kill the heroes during my Winden's ultimate animation. So he actually gets less energy because he's not getting those kills. And sometimes I run the risk of finishing the battle and he's not even full energy again. So what I do right now is I'm actually going to remove all these heroes. Except for Sir. Made the mistake of not putting Sir on this side. So he actually breaks that shield at the beginning and then Winden's ultimate will kill her in the end. I thought I was going to be able to beat this with 3 heroes. Okay, so there we go. I beat it with 3 heroes, and you saw it was only 3 seconds, but it's going to register as 2 seconds, and that's fine. I think anywhere between, I don't think you can actually get 1 second, so anywhere between 2 and 3 seconds I think is acceptable when you get the Cyan NPC. Alright, so now we're going to go up here. Nothing really too interesting or entertaining. So just remember, when you get Calamity level 9, that's when you either get those minus magic damage or minus physical damage. And just remember to always pay attention to this. Alright, so we're going to go over here to the memory barrel, puzzle portal. Alright, so we got the memory barrel done. I think it's going to be funny if I do all this and I don't even get 6 minutes or better. As for this equipment chest, I always take increased critical damage by 40%. It's just the best damage version you can get if your heroes are optimized, meaning they all have 100% crit. Mine do, so this is just better for me. Now, you can see right here, we're versing Ares. Now, this is unfortunate because I didn't build up my Flan's energy, and I also didn't use her in Maze Level 1 boss Gus's fight. So we're going to actually see if we can do so much damage that we actually bypass his shield. It's going to be hard, and it does take a lot of RNG, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to do this without wasting too much time. Because if we look at my Flan, you can see right here, there's no yellow bar, which is her energy. So I'm going to put Sir opposite Ares just so we can do as much damage to him in the beginning as we can. So you can see right there that my Winden, he ulted, and even if he did kill Ares, I would be at no energy. So what I'm actually going to do is not even ult with Winden on this fight. Because my heroes are so strong, I actually don't even really need Winden's ult right now. So you can see right here that this is going to delay my time by a lot and hurt my speed run. Because I don't have a hero right now that can actually remove his shield. There's going to be like Naomi, Panda, or Flan, or your top 3. And unfortunately, none of those have any energy right now. So my only option right now is, because I did take the risky setup at the start, is I actually have to retry constantly until I kill Ares right off the bat. My only other option would be either to see the Mystic Fox, like I said, to give all my heroes full energy, or the Arthur NPC because he actually does the execute skill. So I'm going to jump ahead to the moment I actually do get Ares insta-killed, and then I'll just tell you how many times it took. Alright, so we actually tried well over 25 retries and I was still not able to defeat Ares instantly. That's just unfortunately how speedruns go when I do this kind of stuff. So I'm actually going to put Panda in the front here so he can build up energy, and I should be able to win this fight within relatively, I think, 5 or 6 seconds, which is really bad, but it's still better than doing the full duration of his death avoidance. So that's going to be 7 seconds, so it's going to register as 6 seconds. That's gonna hurt quite a bit. I think we can still make do in this run. So for this equipment chest right here, you're gonna want to take this one right here. Increased damage dealt by 20% for agility heroes. Now I have seen some confusion with players thinking that if they're using Shale, they're gonna take this one because she does do magic damage, but this is increased damage dealt by 20% for intelligence heroes. Shale is an agility hero, so this actually does not help her. This doesn't buff her damage at all. If you go over to this one, she's an agility hero, so this is going to boost her damage by 20%. This is the one you're going to want to take. Alright, so moving over to Maze Level 3. Right now our time isn't the greatest. Obviously, we lost a lot of time with Ares. So up here, I'm going to go to the puzzle portal. This is the NPC you can actually take, Giraffes. You can just take him. He gets a gemstone. You get your attack raised. Just like I said in the Underpalace video, this buff right here stays for only this maze level. Once you go to the next level, this actually disappears. So as you can see right here, we just got Calamity level 9, and it's enemy physical damage intake minus 10%, which is really good for us because Shale's magic. That's why I'm really happy, because the fair boss is just gonna get melted. So typically what I hope to see for this puzzle portal is I actually hope to see Calamity level reduction, but because this is minus physical damage, I can go in with a very high Calamity level, like we're talking 20 plus, 25, and I can still kill fair very quickly. So for me personally, I would like to see the Hourglass of Battle time increase, and also will help because of that unfortunate Ares battle. So we actually got the time, which is really good. We're sitting at 6 minutes and 3 seconds. All right, moving on down here. All right, so we saw Osishi, which is really good. We're gonna do Try Me. We're gonna get that extra 5 seconds. It would be really nice to see Dracula. He increases your time by a lot. So as you can see right here at Calamity level 12, it's double physical damage, which is good for me. Anytime I don't see minus magical damage, I'm a very happy person. Unfortunately, we got Cyan. We are going to have to fight him, and we're going to see, hopefully, we don't get a Sorsha enemy setup. Let's see which one we get. So this one isn't bad. There is Alden, but I think we should be okay. So I'm just going to move my setup around here. Hopefully he can one-shot them with his ultimate. Okay, so I paused it here, and as you can see, Alden is reviving, which is not what you want. So with Alden revive, the only person up right now, it's 4 seconds into the battle. That's not good. This is another reason why Flan would be really good right here, because she can actually remove that shield, and then my heroes would be able to instantly kill Alden. But that's not the setup we went with at the beginning, nor have we been building her energy up. Okay, so I ended up just going with it right there, and this is going to be 4 seconds. Is this the greatest? Absolutely not. Like I said, you're looking between 2 to 3 seconds for this battle. But it's under 5 seconds, and I also reduced my Calamity level, so as you can see, there's already so much room for improvement. So at least we got Mystic Fox. Now my Flan is full energy, so if I do need her, I can use her. Oh my god, okay, so we just got another Cyan. This is our third one. Now, normally I would have already reset this and just tried again, but because this is for a video, I don't want to have to redo everything, and I'm still pretty confident I can get 6 minutes or better. Now, this is the kind of enemy setup that you're looking for. There's no Ion, so the enemies can't cheat death. There's no Alden, there's no Vieira, there's no Sorsha. This should be an instant clear. Almost. I just have to retry that to get the Bill killed. Alright, so that one would be 2 seconds. So this is going to be 2 seconds, and like I said, this is acceptable. Alright, moving over to the 4th maze level boss, which is going to be Julian. I do believe this setup actually doesn't change. I think it's just 2 Arthurs in the front, and then, yeah, so it's 2 Arthurs in the front and then 3 Alowins. This is pretty simple. It should be a wind and wave clear. Alright, so that was another 2-second fight right there. Alright, so we're sitting at 6 minutes going into maze level 4. If we get the maze level layout, that gives us the box portal, or we get Dracula. Oh, I forgot to mention, for that equipment buff, let me just go down here so you can see. For that equipment buff, I take this one, restore 20% max HP at the start of the battle. The reason why I take that one is just so that I can get your heroes to full if they got injured. All right, let's see if we got it. We did not get it. I already can see we did not. Unfortunate. Looking at the Google Doc, this is going to be memory barrel. So if we don't get Dracula NPC, this is going to be, I don't know, it's going to be pretty close to be able to hit 6 minutes or better. We really need to see some Usishis. Oh man, this is, I think this, yeah. I think this is the last chance for the NPC, or for an NPC right here. Oh my goodness. So we're actually not going to be able to hit 6 minutes or better in this run, because even if you do everything right, like you use the right setup, NPCs are everything. I got a lot of Cyans, the Ares kind of messed me up. So I'm actually going to continue up until Sir to see if I get the 30 chest of lights, because I do have 4 Mage Weave sacks. Now also for this equipment chest right here, I always take haste, because haste is really good in this game. It reduces your skill cooldowns, not including your ultimate. It makes your heroes move faster, attack faster, which makes them build up to their ultimates faster. It's just an overall amazing stat in this game, so I would take this buff. I'm still a little bummed that my first attempt is not going to be able to get 6 minutes or better, but that's just how it goes. You can do many runs and still get a bad time. There's a lot of luck involved. Typically for this boss, this is the setup I would run. If the Calamity level, if I back out quickly right here, if the Calamity level had the stat enemy magical damage output plus 20%, meaning this enemy Sir right here would be doing a lot of damage, I would actually change my setup to something like this. I would drop Emilia for Ion, and then I would make sure my Sir is opposite the enemy Ions so that her Dragon Breath at the beginning of the fight hits her. But because it's physical damage output, I'm actually just going to use the same setup. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I totally lied. The Sir just almost melted me. So I'm going to, the reason why I have Phi right here, because there's this really annoying thing with Sir's Dragon Breath at the beginning. If it does a certain amount of damage, I think it's like within a certain HP threshold of your heroes, you can actually get staggered or stunned, which is why your Lycidas doesn't throw your front row hero sometimes. So what I do is I'm gonna do this one so that she only stuns my Phi. So that's why I have this set up like this. That's why I have Phi in the middle. If I had Winden in the middle, she would probably stagger my Winden. He wouldn't be able to use his ultimate at the beginning of the fight. So as you can see, I didn't kill Ione fast enough, so she was able to give her little cheat death to these two front row heroes, and that's not what you want. That would hurt your time. Obviously, I don't care about time right now, but just that's what I would do in this situation if I had a good time. So you can see she gave it to all these. What you're trying to do is have your Ekra right here target Ione. You're trying to get your Dragon Breath to hit Ione. You're trying to do as much damage to her so she just instantly gets deleted and she's not able to use her Vines to the Rescue skill. Alright, so let me just try to win this fight to see if we get the 30 chests. Like I said, I don't care about time. We're just trying to see if we get those chests because our 6 minutes is already impossible to make. So we only got 10. Bummer. Usually that's what you always get. So we're back. My luck was very bad. This took at least 100 plus tries and the time isn't even that great, but that's the randomness of the maze. I ended up getting Kados on the 4th maze boss, which does make things easier instead of Sir. Typically for this fight, I use all my ultimates except for Sir because I'm still going to be using her on the 5th maze boss, so I want her full energy. 3 seconds is acceptable. Didn't get the 30 chests of course, but now let's move on to the final maze boss. But very quickly, for this equipment chest, obviously if you're running Shale, you're going to want to take that increased speed by 20% for Forest heroes. If you don't have Shale and maybe you run with Mariella for a more like CC focused team, you can do the decreased skill CD by 20% for Shadow heroes. Okay, so here we are. We're at 6 minutes and 17 seconds. It's an okay time. I've definitely done better. Generally, I defeat Fair in under 20 seconds, but because this is minus physical damage, I have done it in under 10 seconds. This is the typical setup I go with. I have Shale and Winden in the front because I use the Fabian level 3 attack card, which increases attack speed further for front row heroes. Gus support card for haste, and the defense card really doesn't matter for me, you can just use whatever you have. Cinia is in the corner pocket, so she distributes her energy more so to Shale. If your Sir drops the ultimate because she's not getting that Cinia energy, you're going to need a green rune on her, not red. This is where the RNG comes into play because you're going to notice how much Shale's ultimate beam damage varies. In this clip, I didn't knock him down, so he taunted my heroes. In this clip, she got a monster hit off, but I really wanted to try again, so she just deleted him right away. Unfortunately, after many retries, it just wasn't happening, so I took this as the final clip. The battle officially took 10 seconds, but it's gonna register as 9 seconds. So this was a sub 10-second fight at 12 Calamity. Here are 2 images of some of my best times. This one was with minus physical damage, so using the team that I just showed. And this time was with minus magical damage, so I was using that hybrid team of Hista and Shale. Hopefully this video helps out anyone still playing this game, and you learn something that can help you make those leaderboards easier for rewards. As always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.